Peace, peace, peace to the family. How y'all doing out there? All right, as y'all know, this is Anthony Davis broadcasting to you live today. Today, this is going to be a very, very good topic. It's very big in the spiritual community, and I'm just going to point out about a good 15 points of where I see why so many people in the spiritual community, conscious community, or what have you, are single. All right. So this is just a QC chart from what I've seen. All right. So let's go. Let's just knock out these points. Okay, here we are. Get your pens and pads. Take some notes. Feel free to record the video. Feel free to rewatch the video, spread the video, because this is a big thing. If you have some comments, positive comments, please post below. All right. So let's go. Number one, why I think that so many people in the spiritual community are single is because different perceptions of what love and relationships are. Simple as that, I was told early on, most people fall in love with the idea of being loved. All right. So it's a natural thing. Part two, following different spiritual systems. Some people deal with this spiritual system or that spiritual system, whether it's a Moorish Science Temple or Islam or Moorish Science Temple or dealing with Ifa. So, people follow different spiritual aspects. Point three, most people aren't just sure if relationships work in general, after so many relationships back to back, most people aren't even sure if they even just work at all. And ultimately, most people aren't sure really what they want. So that's been a big thing. Third point is not really sure what you want as an individual. And that's okay. At least be honest about it, and then you can grow into it. All right. Point four, the lack of resources, money, food and shelter, obviously that's never going to change. But, as a whole, a lot of people, of course, do get disturbed because most men or women aren't able to provide to their individual status quo or to society's status quo. All right. Point number five is I haven't seen a lot of community accountability. In some circles, yes. In my circles, yes. In other circles, yes. But on a wide spectrum, I haven't seen community accountability, which is very, very big, especially if you're part of a spiritual temple or something, You need community accountability, and you also need personal family accountability as well. You got to have people around you who's going to call things out for you, give you perceptions that you don't see off top. All right. Point number six. This is humongous as well, especially for me. A lot of times people don't do like spiritual consultations about their relationships, and then sometimes if they do a consultation, they might not do the spiritual work, or they might not follow the advice that came out that the priest or priestess is giving them to make their relationship successful. So of course it's not going to work if you don't, do certain things. Maybe then certain things, your relationship won't work. A lot of these things aren't just supernatural. A lot of these things from these consultations are common sense, but those would pop up. All right, moving on. Point number seven, most people haven't been taught or seen examples of good marriages or relationships in their lifetime. So it's hard for them to grasp something that they never seen, that really just hit home for them. You see? Point number eight. Most people haven't been with a conscious individual, so meaning that, you might be conscious as an individual, but your significant other, the person you're involved with, they might not be conscious. So, how does that balance out, Point number 9, of course, most people are scared, fearful, have a lot of ego and lack of trust, which is a lot involved. Point number 10, thinking because, you are spiritual that you can't be sexual, that it's okay if you're married and doing things, but just because you're conscious doesn't mean you can't explore, higher levels of that creative sensuality. All right, point number 11. Most people just want to be single. I mean, it's simple as that. Most people want different partners, multiple partners. So therefore, a lot of people aren't talking about that point up front. And I think we should talk about these things up front before it gets, further down the line. And it's easy if we just let each other know what we want up front. Point number 12. I see a lot of times in the community that marriage and relationships aren't celebrated. I think it's a good thing that people become in relationships and get married, and even just, boyfriend, girlfriend. It should be celebrated more, because since the psyche of it is so damaged, we should be uplifting it more. We should be, saying congratulations and maybe get you a gift, and, it should be rewarded more. It should really be celebrated. It should be a big, big thing, even if it's just a simple coming together, because people need support. All right. So, point number 13, of course, which is obviously a key point. A lot of times we haven't healed from our past. Yeah. A lot of times we haven't healed from our past. So therefore, certain things, we still have emotional wounds. Point number 14. Let's see. Let's put, okay. So a lot of times, people don't want to build people don't want to build together. Like most people already want this whole entire empire built for them, and they just walk into this world palace. They just want everything done. They just think maybe just because you are who you are, everything should be done for you. And the truth of the matter is, we got to work for what we want in this lifetime. Of course, everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to be treated like royalty. Everybody wants to have the same things the next person does. So a lot of times I see a lot of people that don't want to work to build a family or build with the individual they like. They rather just have everything already laid out for them. And I put the last point for point number 15 is that a lot of times, we really don't understand the full science of what love is, from different perceptions, like especially if you study like mythology and like different cultures across the world. If you look at their stories and what they teach in these different religions and things like that, you will see the love stories and the concepts of love that they had. It is amazing. I mean, it's a whole nother perception about what love is and what it really supposed to be and what we're supposed to be doing here to get to the next level of it. So just quick 15 points. Hope that it was helpful. Please feel free to comment below, positive or email or inbox. We can probably, this is a subject that's not going to end anytime soon. I just felt that I needed to put some energy into it because it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. And I finally went ahead and did it. So I hope that was helpful for those. And peace and blessings. Sure.